Sup, it's Victor here, and it's new series time. We're starting a series called Arena Without Rares or something. The idea is we're not going to use any rares and or mythic wildcards, and we'll build some decks that are hopefully fun and reasonably competitive. So today we've got Goblins. Here we're going with Unclaimed Territory and Ancient Ziggurat, which tap for any color to cast creature spells or to cast specifically Goblin spells. Ramunap Ruins lets us get a little bit of extra damage. We probably shouldn't be running Ifnir Dreadlands because we actually don't have many black sources. It's probably better if this is just replaced with a swamp. Anyways, moving to the actual deck, we have 8 copies of Goblin Arsonist with Fireblade Charger that does the same thing, and Shambling Goblin is pretty similar as well. Fanatical Firebrand is just the best haste goblin. So the idea with these is that they're pretty hard to block for aggressive decks, especially decks that have X1s, and they also give us a little bit of extra damage if we get board wiped or they get removed. Our ways to make goblins, we have Goblin Instigator to make an extra token, light up the stage to get us extra goblins, and Sling-Gang Lieutenant not only makes goblins, but also acts as our win condition because we can sacrifice goblins to drain our opponent out of the game. Our other way to push through damage is Battle Cry Goblin, and that lets us pump the team and get extra goblins when we attack with enough goblins. Finally, Munitions Expert and Gempalm Incinerator clear the way for our attacks. And that's pretty much the deck. Let's get to the games. We're taking black-red goblins, the no rares deck for a spin. See if it works. And this looks like a pretty alright hand. We've got goblins. We've got the lands to play in. Opponents on the mulligan. Let's check down a Fireblade Charger. Purchase supplier, huh? Oh no, later dinner. Alright, so we got a reanimated deck on our hands. Interesting. In that case, let's just play Battle Cry Goblin and pass. Because we probably don't want them to build more cards with Stitcher Supply for the time being. Later dinner returns creature card, okay. Massacre Worm. That is pretty scary. Alright, on the plus side they only have 2 lands. On the minus side, that's a spooky card right there. Yep, well, swing in with the Battle Cry Goblin. Our plan here might be to just play this Sling-Gang Lieutenant in response to Massacre Worm being reanimated. Oh no, and there's an Alishna one. Yeah, this is going to be a tricky one. But yeah, let's just play Arsonist and pass the turn. See what they've got in store for us. I'm feeling a flashback looting. Priest to Fell Rights. Okay, well that we can kill. I guess there's also the chance that they maybe don't have a reanimation spell. Gempalm is nice. Just reading the cards again. So I'm wondering if we can kill Massacre Worm in response, but I don't think we can because we don't have enough goblins out just yet. Unless... Actually we can. Yeah, okay. So that's going to be our plan, I think, at this point. Unless Norn is a 4/7. Yeah, that's the only other issue. Is yeah, that's a lot of toughness. Yeah, I think that might still work though. Technically we can get through a removal spell. We're not going to play Sling-Gang Lieutenant. We're going to pump. And we'll try and cycle Gempalm Incinerator in response to things dying, maybe. Actually, how much damage can we deal here? We are swinging for 7, 8, 9. We can deal a decent chunk of damage. Do we pump again? That's the other question. I don't think we want to lose to this Massacre Worm. Yeah, we're not losing to them. Yeah, alright, screw it. We're pumping. We're gonna just deal maximum damage and hope that it's enough. We're still alright, because even if they do wipe out board, as long as they can't gain life, we can then just play this and drain them for 3 exactly. Good game. Killing Discovery gains them 2 life. And yeah, I guess we just win the game. Sweet. Deck works. There are some powerful goblin cards in Historic. This is a interesting hand. If we had one more land it would be great, but Light of the Stage can't get cast off Unclaimed Territory, so we're probably gonna have to mulligan this one. Oh, never mind, we're keeping it. It's fine, we'll draw the lands. Okay, it was a great move. We totally intended to do that. The good thing is most of our deck is creatures, so we actually don't really care about Esper Sentinel. That is something. So in this case, we just chuck down a Goblin Arsonist kind of effect, because no matter what, probably gonna be able to kill something with it. Interesting. So that's actually pretty good. We can do some things. What's the play here? Definitely we need to kill this. So maybe we just attack. We can't really get blown out by this deck, so there's no way they block. Okay, cool. So we deal the damage. We've got the light up the stage. Oh no, I can't read. We were like, oh yeah, Esper Sentinel, that doesn't actually matter for our deck. It actually kind of does. Do we let them untap with Cotilda? Yeah, what's the worst that can happen? Yeah, that was not the best play. It's fine. This deck's great, so we don't need to play well anyway. Oh, that actually causes issues for our Fanatical Firebrand. Yeah, alright. Ooh, this has gone downhill, hasn't it? Thankfully, we do still have some options. And we can play this. We want to avoid Thalia's Lieutenant getting bigger. We can cycle Gempalm. Deal damage to it. And we still have pretty decent blocks here. And we won't be swinging in. This Hamlet Vanguard is going to be scary though. Thalia as well. That's a spooky set of cards there. We are holding back the assault pretty well. We definitely need to deal with Munitions Expert to avoid it getting too far out of control. So I suppose that's the play at the moment. And then probably just chuck down a bunch of creatures. Battle Cry Goblin is pretty sweet though if we can untap with it. We're not really too fussed about having a board full of extra creatures that do stuff when they die. We have plenty of them. Yeah, let's just sit back, relax, and let's see what happens. This is somewhat interesting here. We can prevent 10 damage and kill Cotilda, which is pretty tempting. Yeah, that seems decent. Thankfully, none of our goblins are also werewolves. Sprint again. Yeah, that Thalia is also getting pretty big. Play here for us is maybe to race them, honestly. It's not a great race, but it's not terrible either. If we attack, we need to get pack tactics, so we need to pump first. Yeah, it's looking like that might be the way to do it. Can we not activate the ability of Battle Cry Goblin? No, we can't from Ancient Ziggurat. Right, it's only to cast creature spells. The more you know. We are putting up a threat. Putting up a clock, I guess? There's a decent amount of creatures on our board, is what I'm saying. If they do this, we can definitely block and kill Aspirant. I'm not sure that's a great attack. Yeah, sweet, so no attacks. That's actually good for us. Ooh, that is great for us. Do we win? We have currently 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. Oh, and more from the... Yeah, we totally win. Okay, chuck down one of these. And then sacrifice a goblin. Target player loses 1 life. We'll sacrifice Fireblade Charger. Oh, same thing. Then we'll sacrifice Fireblade Charger. Deal the damage to the player as well. Sacrifice. I don't know why our opponent isn't scooping, but I guess they want to see us go through the motions. And that's the game. We pulled it off through the misplays. Right, jumping in with another round of no rare goblins in Historic. And this is not a great hand. We have plays, but yeah, this is a bit of a tumult. Okay, this is a much better hand. We probably get rid of a Battle Cry Goblin. The other option is to get rid of Sling-Gang and hope we find one later. It is one of our better cards though, so we'll take the risk. We have a lot of other 1 and 2 drops we can draw for the missing Battle Cry Goblin. There we go, for example. Yeah, let's name Goblin. How about that? Fireblade Charger, go. Sensor. And there's a Lurus over there. What's going on the opponent's side? I see. Cycling.deck. Well, I guess the good thing is we can attack through 2/2s pretty nicely. So the play is probably to attack first. Deal the damage. Light up the stage. We couldn't play it off the Unclaimed Territory, so we had to play the land first. So here we just chuck down Fireblade Charger. And yeah, I guess we hope that they can't gain too much life. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So they probably have Zenith Flare? Yeah, that's the one. Which is a bit spooky. On the plus side, we can gain life to mitigate the risk of dying to that. Yeah, we definitely want to get down Battle Cry Goblin as soon as possible. At the same time, they are going to be running some kind of interaction. So let's just attack first and see what they do about it. Cool, cool. The answer is nothing, apparently. So yeah, let's attempt to play one of these. See if it resolves. It does. All the Fireblade Chargers on the field, so this is looking alright. Opponent is gaining a ton of life though. Where's all our removal? We got plenty of ways to deal with this. Oh yeah, the alliance is actually really sweet. Approaching Fox. But there's an answer to the healer at least. Let's name Goblin again. It's really tempting to just play Sling-Gang while they're tapped out. Very tempting. The other option would be to cycle Gempalm and play Instigator, which lets us attack maybe better. We do want to get rid of this healer, because it's becoming kind of difficult for us to deal significant amounts of damage through all that life gain. Yeah, let's just get rid of it. So let's cycle. Do a little damage to that. It's a shame this doesn't hit players. Cool, cool, cool. So technically we can pump, but let's just attack. We do trade in one charger. That's quite alright. And hope there's no board wipes, I suppose. That looks like Zenith Flare mana. Interestingly, they didn't cycle during their turn to trigger the Improbable Alliance. Maybe counterspells otherwise? No Settle the Wreckage, for sure. It's tempting to just pump everything and attack. And there's no creatures in play. And they wouldn't be playing board wipes. So instead of just slamming our 4-drop into a counterspell, yeah, let's just pump and go for the win, I suppose. Oh, once again, should have pumped after. Didn't realize we already had 6 power in play. But hey, the more you know. Well, they haven't stopped us yet, so keep going, I suppose. No board wipe, please. Okay, Zenith Flare, that one is fine. We still put them down to 8. Which means that they're almost dead to the Sling-Gang Lieutenant. We could have had them at 7 if we'd pumped correctly there. Can we resolve a Sling-Gang Lieutenant? Or will it get counted? It resolves, alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's lethal unless they have another Zenith Flare, so let's just pretend like they have it. Yeah, cool, so they do have it, which means we win, because we can sack it in response. Sacrifice this. Deal damage. Sacrifice this. Yeah, Sling-Gang Lieutenant is a crazy card. And opponents don't like to concede, apparently. They want to see us click forever. Which we'll do. And we win! Sweet! Pretty decent. And we rank up, nice. Here we go, here we go. This hand looks like a Goblin's hand, alright. We're going to be taking some damage off these lands, but we got playables, so let's go. Yeah, start swinging. Healer's Hawk. Well, that's probably something we're going to be pinging. Can't allow our opponent to gain too much life. That is spooky though, because it implies that they're probably playing the Solstice deck. Do we wait? Probably not. Alright. Well, thread dealt with for now. Hushbringer. Prevents the tokens from Sling-Gang, which we have 2 of in our hand, so I guess it is actually kind of annoying. It doesn't really block our creatures though, so it's not the end of the world. The mana is a little bit awkward right now. And we are taking a bit of damage, yeah, from these lands. Thankfully, we're the aggro deck here, so it's fine. Hushbringer is an interesting card. I haven't seen it in too many lists. Oh, it prevents Munitions Expert from dealing damage as well. That's problematic. Yeah, that's not ideal, actually. We're still winning this race, so that's something. I guess we just keep playing Goblin Arsonists. Got a counterspell? No. One damage. Coming right up. Okay, well I guess if this is where the game's going, we're not unhappy with this. Just please no Settle the Wreckage. That would be quite bad. Rally of Wings. Oh, and they gain life as well from that. That's actually pretty sweet. Yeah. Ooh, this Hushbringer is actually proving to be somewhat problematic. I guess this is still a 1-for-1 though. Technically, I think I should have blocked Shambling Goblin. Because... oh, wait, what? Or dying. Ah, I see. Yeah, no, that is an issue, actually. We're still not in terrible shape, but yeah, this Hushbringer actually kind of shuts down our board. Fanatical Firebrand. Can we keep attacking? That's the question. If they have more Rally of Wings, I think that's fine. We have to push through some damage somehow. It doesn't really push through damage, but it's like a 1-for-1. What we could do is attack with Firebrand as well to have more of a shot of dealing damage, but let's just swing in, because Firebrand could be useful if they play more Healer's Hawks. And we resolve our Fanatical Firebrand. We can. Can we resolve the trigger? Alright, alright, our board's back online. We're back in the game. Yeah, that Hushbringer was a problem. Please don't play another one. That's a card you don't see often, but when you do see it, yeah, it hurts. Hushbringer. Elite Spellbinder. Alright, they can take our Munitions Expert here, which is kind of annoying. Because we would like to kill the Spellbinder. I mean, they have to take the Expert, right? They can't take Lieutenant. We have 2 of them, and we can't cast either. Alright, yep, they make the right choice. Some lands would be good, I suppose, or spells. I guess our top decks are right. I see, right, so they were thinking about whether they wanted to exile both Sling-Gangs, which is interesting. Chooses not to. Let's attack with all. There's no way they block, they're winning this race at the moment. But we can play this and slow down our death for now. Yeah, these Fanatical Firebrands have been kind of doing some work. We know they have Rally of Wings in the deck, so... ooh, gain 3 life, draw a card. Right. Well, we're gonna lose the Flyers is what it's looking like to me. Oh no. We take 4 here. In all fairness, we've seen quite a few cards and we haven't really drawn lands. It happens. Opponent is thinking about whether they want to win the game with this Spellbinder attack. Decides they do. Well... that would have been good if we'd drawn a couple more lands. Unfortunately, we are dead. Is there any way we can sort of scare our opponent into not hitting us? We'll do like a sneaky attack. How about like a attack with just 1 Arsonist? Deal the damage to them and screw them. Surely. Maybe they don't attack for lethal. Nope, it's lethal. Good game. GG's. Yeah. Alright, this is the final game. It's for all the marbles, as they say. So we're hoping that we can win this one for the 4-1. And this is a good hand against a creature deck. We'll see what we're up against. Yeah! Give it a shot. Opponents on the mull, they've got Lurrus. So they kind of unmulligan by default. choose Goblin. Although we could choose Pirate with his hand, but yeah. Goblin. I'm always scared I'm gonna misclick or something. Inspiring Vantage. Clever Lumimancer, which we will very promptly kill. Ooh, Munitions Expert. This looks like the kind of matchup where these experts are actually going to be pretty useful. I guess we attack in case they misclick and block. But yeah, let's just kill it right now. Cool, cool. The 2-for-1 we like. Our curve is lining up really nicely with their deck, so I guess we just keep doing what we're doing. We have drawn an absurd number of Munitions Experts for some reason, but hey, who's counting? Cool. Let's grab. Do it again. Yeah, we'll do it again. They're stuck on 2 lands as well, it looks like. Yeah. Keep swinging in. In all fairness, I guess we have 8 of this effect, because we also have the cycling one, Gempalm Incinerator or whatever it's called. Ooh, Arsonist is actually slightly annoying though, it blocks our stuff pretty well. And we can't cast this light up the stage with the Unclaimed Territory mana. Interesting. I guess we just name Goblin again, and just go wide? What do they have in the graveyard? They don't. But they could have a Shock or a Thoughties or something. Are we willing to throw away a lot of creatures? Maybe we are. If we attack with the Munitions Experts, we deal 2 damage for sure, and then we lose the Expert plus 2 Firebrands. That's alright, they're all 1/1s, and we're making more 1/1s off these anyway. So it's fine. Let's just get the damage in. Cool, so they block. It's not pretty, but at least we don't get blown out by multiple shocks, which would pretty much achieve the same thing for our opponent. Plus we got card advantage off these experts, so meh. Yeah, Goblin Instigator. Just go wide. We still have 4 bodies on the field. We would like to be able to cast this light up the stage. Never mind, we win. Alright, easy as that. That's the 4-1. Sweet as. Deck is pretty sweet. So in the end, we won 4 out of our 5 games, which is pretty good. We lost to Blue-White Flyers, and ooh, man, Hushbringer is a pretty crazy card against our deck. It shuts down the death triggers and the enters the battlefield triggers, so it's a little bit difficult to get rid of. And I think it was a pretty significant part of why we ended up losing that game. But thankfully, that doesn't really show up too often. Aside from that, we beat Reanimator, Humans, Prowess Stylist, and the Cycling deck. And yeah, the deck felt pretty good. The 8 goblin-powered removal spells definitely mean that we can deal with creatures pretty well. And Sling-Gang Lieutenant is a powerhouse to close out games. We didn't play against any control decks, so not sure how that matchup goes. But yeah, overall, had fun, and I think the deck is pretty decent. If you like the gameplay, consider doing all the usual YouTube stuff. And yeah, see you all next time.